Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Gaming with Sal and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to go ahead and talk about Black Ops 4 because we've been talking about Modern Warfare 4, Ghosts 2, Call of Duty 2019, whatever you want to call it, for a while here on the channel. So I thought it would be nice to go back to Black Ops 4. However, I wish we could be going back to Black Ops 4 on a more positive note because as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail, yeah, we're not really going to be talking about Black Ops 4 in the most positive way. And that is because I want to go ahead and discuss with you guys, is Black Ops 4 getting a little too boring? And is it going to actually last for 3 years? So if you guys didn't know already, when Black Ops 4 was first revealed back in, I think, around April or March, somewhere around that time, Treyarch went ahead and announced that they wanted to go ahead and make Black Ops 4 a 3-year game, which means they're going to be supporting it for 3 years, adding new content for 3 years, all that kind of stuff. Now, the main reason they went ahead and did this, or planned for Black Ops 4 in a way where they wanted for it to go for 3 years, is because of the success of Black Ops 3. Now, the thing is, I do admire the fact that Treyarch wants to go ahead and, support BO4 for more than just a year, but before going with such a plan for Black Ops 4, I hope they went ahead and realized why exactly Black Ops 3 was successful to begin with. Because let's go ahead and just take a look at the life of Black Ops 3 first. Well, Black Ops 3 was one of the most successful Call of Duty titles to have, the jetpack movement system and just the futuristic era, because let's be honest, when it came to Advanced Warfare, it was something new, but it was a little too chaotic for some people, and when it came to Infinite Warfare, it was just like a cheap copy and paste of Black Ops 3. Now, mind you, I know that there are a couple of you who are probably watching this and thinking that, well, hey, I enjoyed Advanced Warfare, I enjoyed Infinite Warfare, and if you guys did, I'm really happy for y'all, because for the years that those Call of Duties have come out, you've had a game that you've enjoyed. But for the majority of the people in the Call of Duty community, they really didn't enjoy Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare that much. Black Ops 3 was one of the only Call of Duty titles that was in the futuristic era to receive the most positive reviews. So that's one thing, right? And that's, of course, going to go ahead and make Black Ops 3 successful during its main life cycle. However, when it came to the next year and Infinite Warfare came out, well, let's just say that it didn't get the best reception. And of course, anybody who's been part of the Call of Duty community, even if it's for like the past couple of years, would know that Infinite Warfare was just not positively received. In fact, I think it's still like the third most disliked video here on YouTube. I mean, it was second, but until YouTube Rewind came out, yeah, let's just say that surpassed Infinite Warfare in dislikes. But that's not the point. The point is, Infinite Warfare did not get the best reception ever, and of course, what's going to happen if that ended up happening? People are going to go back to Black Ops 3 and rather play that, and that essentially gave Black Ops 3 like a second year in its life cycle, if that's how you kind of want to look at it. But at the same time, if you do think about it, it was kind of impressive how people were still playing Black Ops 3, because alongside of Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered came out as well, and yet people were still rather wanting to play Black Ops 3. So there you go, that's the second year that was added to the Black Ops 3 life cycle. And then when it came to World War II, of course, people were first excited, right? Oh, boots on the ground, it's back, traditional Call of Duty is back. But when World War II first came out and people started to play it, they quickly realized how boring the game really was, and just some of the problems that were in that game, like the sprint out times and just the way the movement was in that game. There was no unlimited sprint and the streaks were kind of lackluster. People realized that just because we were back to boots on the ground, that it doesn't mean that the Call of Duty that was coming out for that year, which is World War II, was going to automatically be a good game, because that was just simply not the case. So what ended up happening again? People went back to Black Ops 3, and thus giving the game a full 3-year life cycle. So I mean, the game was fun to play, no doubt about that, but like I said earlier, was it really the game being successful and fun that made people want to continue playing it for 3 years, or was it because they didn't have anything else as an option to play that was much more fun? So when it comes to Black Ops 4, they really got to think about what the next developers in line are about to do, because let's just say that Modern Warfare 4 or Ghosts 2, whichever one ends up being Call of Duty 2019, people are gonna want to jump onto that game much more quickly than they did with something like Infinite Warfare, and that's going to take away a huge portion of the player base that's here on Black Ops 4. On top of that, when it comes to Black Ops 4, they have made a couple of changes, such as the manual health system and just the specialists being more aggressive in this game than past games like Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare with their combat rigs, and just a lot of changes basically in Black Ops 4 have come in a way where players are already kind of getting tired of it. Not to mention, when it comes to their microtransaction system, the only way to get some of the cool stuff in this game is to pay real life money for it. Like when it comes to outfits, I have not seen any challenges in this game that I can complete to unlock certain outfits. Back in Black Ops 3, if you wanted to unlock certain pieces of gear for your specialists, there were challenges for that, and that's what made Black Ops 3 so much fun, in my opinion, because there were so many different challenges that you can do to unlock gear for free. Mind you, the supply drop system was terrible in that game, and I would rather have the system we have here in Black Ops 4, but when they went ahead and decided decided to replace the supply drop system with the supply stream system here in Black Ops 4, I don't understand why they decided to go ahead and take away challenges that we can, go for and unlock more cosmetic loot through that. Here, every cosmetic loot that seems cool, you have to pay for, even weapon camos. I mean, they brought back Cherry Blossom from Black Ops 2, but you have to pay $4 in order to use it here in Black Ops 4. So I don't know, you guys, when it comes down to it, it's a very lackluster game as of right now for Black Ops 4. And what I suggest that Treyarch can possibly do is add more content rather than just bug fixes through their updates, because I don't know about you guys, we've been getting a lot of different updates for Black Ops 4, yet we haven't really seen actual different cool events come to the game or cool cosmetic drops. And I know what you guys are probably thinking, well, what about the supply stream system? Operation Absolute Zero basically provided us with a lot of cool different things that we can use. Yeah, that is true, but remember, you gotta unlock those certain items through a certain tier, and in order to get that tier, you either pay COD points to go through all the tier skips, or you can go ahead and play the game and get to that tier just by, like I said, simply playing the game and getting it for free. But by the time you go ahead and reach that tier, you might actually lose interest in wanting to use that camo, or that excitement you had, right, to use that new weapon variant is kind of gone because it just took you a long time to be able to get there. So the point is, they need to go ahead and add more content drops in terms of different game modes, or camos that we can go after by just completing challenges, or just that, bringing challenges back. And along with these challenges, can we also go ahead and bring back fun game modes? And as an example of fun game modes, let me go ahead and talk about an update that came once to Modern Warfare Remastered. Whenever we had the holiday season come in, like Christmas and all that kind of stuff, Modern Warfare Remastered went ahead and took a map such as Crash and turned it into Winter Crash, which was basically, like I said, a winter Christmas themed version of the map Crash. And what was so cool is that not only was the map aesthetically different to kind of fit that Christmas theme, but they also went ahead and changed some of the ways that the kill streaks worked in that game, and just the way that you would take out enemies. So for example, if you took out an enemy, they would turn into like this Christmas present box and would eventually explode into more different Christmas decorations or something along the lines of that. And on top of that, when it came to like the second kill streak, which was the airstrike at 5 kills in a row, instead of 3 jets flying through the map, it was actually Santa with his reindeers while he was in a sled dropping in the missiles on the map. How cool is that? And when it came to a game even like World War II, during the Shamrock and Awe event back in March of, I believe, 2018, we had a Leprechaun Hunt Mosh Pit playlist, in which basically you can go ahead and play Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed. I believe basically you could play those modes in that Mosh Pit playlist, except you had a random Leprechaun that would appear anywhere on the map, and whoever took out this Leprechaun, whether it's someone from your team, yourself, or the enemy team, that person will be rewarded with all of their streaks, no matter how high or how low those streaks are, right on the spot as soon as they go ahead and take this little Leprechaun out. It was actually such a fun game mode, and it was really funny to see all the players just run after this Leprechaun whenever it appeared on the map, and just, I don't know, it was a very fun game mode at the end of the day. That's the kind of stuff I want to see from Black Ops 4, to be honest. That's the kind of content that I'm looking for here in this game. But I feel like instead we're getting just stability fixes, bug issues, weapon balancing, and I feel like these things should have been done way before the game was released, which kind of makes it clear that this game really wasn't ready to be released back in October. And I feel like that they only went ahead and released it that early was to beat like games such as Red Dead Redemption 2 in sales, which makes sense from a business standpoint, but it really makes them suffer when the consumers are really not enjoying the game. So I don't know, you guys, is Black Ops 4 getting boring? You let me know in the comment section below. Now, the main reason I wanted to go ahead and make this video today is because Treyarch did go ahead and say that they're going to be updating the game tomorrow with a couple of different changes coming to Blackout, to multiplayer, and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that it's something that will be able to give players an incentive to want to keep playing Black Ops 4 and actually enjoy it and not get bored of it. So we'll just have to see. I hope I'm wrong in the sense that Treyarch surprises us with something cool and has actually awesome plans for the rest of this game's life cycle, and let's just see what happens. But for now, I do believe Black Ops 4 is kind of getting a little boring, but hopefully that changes. Once again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and that's all I pretty much have for you guys in today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below, and I will go ahead and talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves, and bye.